my abduction story. Hi everyone, welcome back to my creepiest scary Reddit stories. Today we have a possible extraterrestrial encounter, so buckle up, it's going to be a doozy. I was abducted from my balcony when I was 16 years old. It was October 2018 around 8 p.m. When my mother called me downstairs for dinner. I left my phone on my study table and stepped out to get food so I could bring it back to my room. My room is on the first floor, and in order to go downstairs, I have to pass through my balcony. The staircase is located across the balcony. As I was walking through it and had almost reached the top of the stairs, I noticed something from the corner of my eye. A cigar-shaped object with a matte silver finish moving across my balcony. At first it appeared small, but as I moved closer, something very strange happened. For about 3 to 4 seconds, my entire perception of reality changed. Time seemed to slow down drastically, and everything around me felt much larger than usual. The object, which initially seemed small, now appeared enormous, around 15 to 20 feet, and its full length was partially hidden by the trees in front of my house. During those first few seconds, my balcony itself felt 3 to 4 times bigger than its actual size. I felt incredibly small, like an ant in a vast space. Normally, my balcony had plants placed along the boundaries, leaving limited space to walk, but in that moment, it felt like there was a huge distance between me and those plants. It's difficult to explain exactly what I experienced because everything felt extremely fast and extremely slow at the same time. When I realized the true size of the object, I became scared and instinctively took a step back. At that moment, I saw a bright light, and then suddenly everything changed. When I regained my awareness, I found myself standing at the corner of the balcony, exactly at the same spot where I had seen the object. But now it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was wearing my school uniform. I don't mean that I woke up from unconsciousness. I mean that I regained my senses, as if I had been mentally blank in the moment before. I have absolutely no memory of what happened between seeing the white light and finding myself back on the balcony. To me, it felt like this. In one moment, I saw the object. In the next moment, I saw the white light. And in the next instant, I was back on my balcony in the afternoon, dressed for school. I never saw any beings, and I didn't notice any physical marks or changes on my body. The entire experience was neither positive or negative. It had no emotional impact on me. The most confusing part was that I had an extreme emotional detachment. I felt no fear, no curiosity, no excitement, nothing. It was as if the experience was made to feel normal to me. I often feel like something was done to my mind to make me feel detached from it. After this incident, I began to have unusual experiences for 5 to 6 years. However, I never felt strongly about any of them. Even though I had multiple experiences, I feel a strong internal resistance whenever I try to think or tell others about this experience. I even tried to keep a diary, but I could never write more than 2 pages. I knew something had happened, but it felt very deep. Then, about 2 years ago, I saw a post on Reddit with a cigar-shaped UFO. That image triggered my memory, and suddenly everything became clear. Even now, I feel like these memories are still hidden deep. I know they happened, but they don't come to my mind naturally. Sometimes they come up when I'm on a walk in the park, and suddenly it reminds me of the incident. Despite everything, I still feel detached. Wow, that gave me chills. What do you think happened? Do you think they fell asleep? What do you think it was a glitch? Do you think it was a paranormal experience or extraterrestrials? I'm curious to see what you think in the comments.